Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Let's Open Some Packs. I have really chappy fingers, and today we're doing a video I've been promising you. It's an updated to an older one, which is one of my more popular videos. It's a comparison video on plastic playing cards. And in that video, if I recall correctly, it's a little dusty, this one was my favorite deck. Hi everyone. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I like playing cards. I'm a playing card enthusiast. And we talk about playing cards. And today we're doing one on plastic playing cards, and there's many kinds of playing cards, like paper ones, right? Your traditional. This is B stock. And this is made out of paper. And today we're talking about plastic. So, yeah, it's weird. I feel like nervous. It's like I haven't been here in a while. I've been really busy, y'all. But I've been wanting to do this video, and I have so many. I wanted to talk about this. So, in my opinion, there's three main pillars in playing cards. There's you have your games, which is where I think plastic playing cards fall into the most. You have magic, where I think paper, and they're still related to plastic. And then the third final pillar would be cardistry. And then there's other things. There's like card throwing and stacking and making. So there's other little subgenres that you can do with playing cards. But I think games is number one. And that's where these really shine. Plastic cards. These are the same. I thought these were going to be different backs. If you don't know, I did a video on it. What a shame. Dude, and I did a video on these, and I never showed it. Maybe, people have been asking, do one on Hoyle. I'm going to talk about Hoyle today. And then this is a more eccentric deck that's hard to get. Okay, so what I want to talk about is, you're going to just see this now. There's so many plastic playing cards. You can go to Amazon. You can go to, look at this, and they're just stacking, because there's so many. And we will remove cards as we go through it. I'm trying to show you that there's so many cards that you could choose from, and it's probably really hard to find out what to get. And I don't blame you. Like, if I didn't know as much as I know now, and I don't claim to know everything, but I do know enough to maybe help guide you in the right direction. Okay, so this is all your plastic playing cards. This is a thumbnail image, basically. I don't know if I'll use it. Maybe I will, just because it's so crazy. There's so many plastic playing cards you can get, and I don't even have all of them out. Like, here's another one, right? And if you don't know, you can't really see, but I kind of have a lot of their cards. That's all marble playing cards from Card Mafia. So, now that we all have them all out, I want to make a point. There is also three pillars in plastic playing cards. And I'll lay them out again. You have your very expensive ones, and you have your medium tier ones, which are expensive in quality, and then you have your cheap ones, right? So that's how I'm going to be measuring this. How expensive they are, quality, and how easily they are to get as well. So I kind of messed up those three pillars, but you know what I mean, right? It's like how easy it is to get it. Okay, let's start over. I'm not going to edit this out. You know how I do it. One take. How easy it is to get, affordability and quality. And feel and all that matters, right? So I'm going to, and there's more than just a Black Panther. I pulled this one out because this is probably easier to manage just because the tuck is the smallest. Whereas when you get, also this one too. I think this is the plastic one. But that's one. And then you have your Loki one, this is usually how big they are. These are smaller. So I'll bring all three of these out, and maybe we can do the Spider-Man one. But, okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to start moving decks out to talk about accessibility and price, because that's one thing where I can't stress enough how it's easy to get these cards now. It was a lot harder, like not too long ago, actually. It was actually kind of, which ones do I get? You go to Amazon, there was like 3 choices. Now there's a ton of choices. So now you can get stuff like this. This is pretty easy to get. Jacks, for you stateside people, these are really hard to get, okay? Because they're in Australia. They're affordable because the Australian dollar is lower than the US dollar, and probably even lower than the Canadian dollar. It's a different economy or whatever, and like the shipping's not so bad. So I actually would recommend these. These are really good cards, by the way. Okay, so I know it's kind of chaotic right now, but it'll make sense. We're not gonna talk about these kinds of cards. So these are like your World Poker Tour, which there's tons of those because they play a lot of these poker tournaments that use plastic cards. Now, the reason for that is because plastic cards can be cleaned. Here, I'm going to show you a picture right now of my hand after I've been sitting at the table playing cards. Look at this. Cheeto hands. Like, that's so gross. And that gets on the cards. And you can wash plastic playing cards, which also comes into favor with, or whatever the word is. I'm trying to sound all like professional here. I'm like, the favor. No, but it comes into effect whenever you're using the cards, paper cards you can't clean, so they just get gross, and you gotta toss them. Whereas with plastic cards you can wash them, but then some plastic playing cards fade. Okay, so then, sorry, hope you're sitting down. I'm kind of the chattiest playing card channel in the universe. All right, so we have there's tons of brands. So I'm literally gonna break this down to just very easy to manage in your head. As you're watching this, because since I've made the original video, there's been so many other plastic playing cards, and I've learned a lot. And I learned a lot about price, where to go, and what I recommend, and what you're willing to spend too. So let's start with getting everything out of the way, and I'm gonna sort these in a way that is will be pretty clear to understand once I'm done. Yeah, see, even just by looking, it's like super easy to manage this. Are these yeah, they changed their name. So that'd be you. Look at that. So how's everybody doing? I'm doing really good. I'm glad to be behind the camera again, or my hands at least. I've been super busy, and yeah, just haven't had time to let me move this. There's so many things here. Okay, so yeah, and then these will go with you. Okay, so hi. We're back to like the beginning of the video. Let's start with what you're probably going to find if you go to Amazon.com or you go to any playing card place and you're like, do you have any plastic playing cards? You're probably going to get this right away. This is going to be the first stuff you get. And this is just a random deck. This is Monaco Elites. Now, they're made in China, I believe. They're PVC. And if you play with these enough, and I'll show you, and I'll probably go through all of these, so sit back, have a drink. This is going to be a long video. They have a good thump. That's what I look for in cards. They smell like PVC. When I first opened this, they smelled like PVC really bad. They probably come with just 2 jokers, which is okay. Yep, 2 jokers, and they're going to be standard quartz. So this is what you're going to get for $10. 2 decks, $10 is not a bad deal. I think that's a pretty good deal, personally. Look at that. They shuffle really good. And this is something that might chip after a while. I don't know the quality of the plastic with regards to, like, if toxins and all that. I mean, who knows anymore? But they're not bad. So these handle well. This is something, if you're just getting started, I recommend getting something like this. Or these here, the test here, I would not recommend. Personally, they're cool. They feel good. They're also cheap. $10 probably. Definitely less than 15. These have really interesting back designs, and they have your standard quartz as well. But the back design is not something that I would recommend for like a table, like unless you're playing with family. Look at that! I can't believe you can do that with these cards. These also feel good, and these are your cheap cards. Okay, so these are, but I wouldn't recommend this one. These still smell kind of weird. I recommend them if you're a collector and you like playing plastic playing cards. But I'm not too funny today either. Like, I'm all serious, like, plastic playing cards. We're going to talk about plastic playing cards, blah, blah, blah. This is the next one. This one's actually just barely scraping the edge of cheap, of affordability. I believe this one might have gone up. I've heard a lot. Someone commented on one of the videos recently and said that these chipped really fast. These are the slow play ones. If you want to watch these, check out, I have a plastic playing cards. I actually put that in the description. Plastic playing cards, videos I've done. I don't recommend these either. And again, if you're a collector and you like plastic playing cards, you should buy them. I do not recommend these at all. 0%. These right here.
These are the Hoyle ones. This is, if you're a collector, they feel really interesting. They don't fan. Or I can't really fan anyways. You get 2 jokers. They're not... I don't recommend these. Like, they're weird. They look weird. I mean, I don't know. Some people like this kind of stuff. But again, this is just like what to buy. Like, if you're a collector and you want to know what to get, I don't recommend this as your first plastic playing cards. If you want to get them, like, good for you. I have them, and I would never give them away. But again, all of these, if you're just getting started, I would say something like maybe this, just because of the back design. Like, if you're going to use it for games, for card games, I would say this is probably your best bet of the cheap ones. And go to Amazon. There's like 50 different cheap ones in this price range. I chose this one just because at the time it was one of the easier ones to get. And it's not a known brand. It's just you're one of the if you go look, you'll see what I mean. There's tons of those. I can already feel the stuff on my hands. Okay, so now that's the cheap ones, right? And there's other decks that kind of start to get out of that area, and this is the area you should probably start in, right? Again, if you want to start cheap, go the other way. This is still kind of in the same price range, but I think these are better cards for many reasons. For the first reason is quality. I've heard some people say that the quality of these isn't that good. Kind of agree. Oh, these are brand new sealed still. Yeah, this is from the video I did. So let me grab. Yeah, I thought these were gonna have different back designs. A different deck ended up having the back design. I was wrong. Yeah, and these have a grit to them. These are probably. You get an ad card too, which is kind of cool to practice stuff. I think these are probably gonna be definitely worth it. So these are the Prestige bicycle cards. Another reason is everybody knows this back design. This is a very recognizable back design. People know the quartz. These are it's like a bike deck. It's thick. That's kind of a positive, negative. I don't know what you would call that. Let's thump on this. These feel really good. I recommend these. So we're gonna leave these out. The blue. Let's do the blue ones. We have them. I'm going to leave these out as one that I recommend. And I'll just do the blue one. You can't get them as a set. That's kind of the down. You can only buy ones, which is another good thing that's good. I believe one is $9. I've seen them for like cheaper at like, you can get these at like the grocery store. Out here at least in the States. But I'll leave these out as something I think if you're just getting started or you want to know what to get, this is a good one to start with. Another one to start with is this. So this is now we're getting into a different price range. Actually, these and these are the good ones. This is where you start to get into some good stuff, some other stuff. Okay, so we have. Wow, I didn't know I had 3 of those. Okay, so these are your COPAGs. I just got some other ones that they haven't opened. You'll see in another video, but let's start with. Okay, let's do this one because it'll make more sense. So they have a lot of different styles. I believe these are the same as the Elites. They come in a box, like a box like this, like a regular box. I have not got any of the Elites because I think they're the same. But they have really cool color coordination. So price wise, right now, and feel and texture and just like quality and everything, I'm gonna say that COPAG is. Oh, I should just tell you guys at the end what I think. But these feel isn't that clap. That's a good clap. That's a good clap. And they're really soft. They feel like in between Modiano. And I think these are they're slightly gritty, so they have a little texture. They're smooth, but they're also gritty. I know that doesn't make sense, but if you felt them, you would. They're like a glossy grit almost, and they handle really, really, really well. And look at that freaking color back design. So good. Okay, so I'm going to leave this one out too because this is one that's really good for price range. So at the end, I'll basically tell you my final answer. And I'm trying to go fast because there's a lot of stuff. And we're already at like 15 minutes or something, right? 13 minutes. Hello, welcome, like, subscribe. If you like this video, make sure to share it with your friends. All right. Man, I feel like I just drank 5 cups of coffee. It's really crazy. These are also cool. These are Cardamundi. And, you know, interesting back design. I got these to check them out. They kind of have a good feel. They're very similar to the bikes. I just don't think, and they're pretty good. They're really smooth. I don't know how I feel about these yet. I'm gonna say that these are also kind of affordable. I think you can get 2 decks for this. You can't get them in a set. You just want to buy one. The back design I don't think is good. Like I keep saying, like back designs really matter when you're playing poker, in my opinion. And if you have this back design, feels a little. I don't know how serious your poker games are, but they're distracting in a toony kind of way. But also just the price. The price range of them, I think. I mean, they're like I said, they feel good. I would say maybe on these. They have a good clap. You hear that? And they're the smooth finish. Like look at that. See, that's. I think the grit helps when you saw how I did it with the bicycle. There. So. I'm gonna say no to these. I don't want to. Just hear the hesitation in my voice. If you're thinking about getting these and you want them, I would say get them. But I'm gonna say probably not in the what to get right now phase. Okay. So and definitely, I'm gonna tell you again, don't play poker with these. All right. So let's see. Okay. So this is the mid tier right here. So this is when you're talking about accessibility, price, feel, handle. This is your middle range. So this is, I'm going to spend 20-ish bucks, and I want something for quality and something that's good. These two right here are probably where you want to land. All right, and you can get these on Amazon. You can get these everywhere. These are getting a lot easier to get. There was a time there was a little difficult, maybe because of what happened during the pandemic and all that. But these are then these two, right? So, but now Amazon. Easy peasy, your poker supply stores, you can definitely get those. You can get these directly from COPAG. And I actually recommend you support COPAG directly and get them from them. You can also get these from the bicycle shop online, I believe. You can also get these on the bicycle shop. So now we're entering a new territory. This is, actually before we go, let's go here and then we'll go elsewhere. This is, okay, so I'm just going to use one of these cans. And I have some classic ones too. And I'll explain these in a second. I don't want to open this because there's human skin cells in there. It's so gross. They're like old. I can taste it in my mouth. I can taste 1970 or whatever those are from. Okay, yeah. And then Modiano, which is this brand here. They're really good. And then I believe they renamed themselves to Da Vinci playing cards. So I don't think you can get Modianos as easily anymore. Or if you can, it's like a single deck or something. Da Vinci is the rebrand. So we'll look at these. Da Vinci. These are expensive. So I believe I got these for, they're more expensive than these. And I believe these are really good cards. This is now when you're getting to, I want to get a really good deck of cards, really good quality. And I believe that these here, the materials for these are getting more and more expensive. I was just talking to someone about that. And they have that grit, a little grit, which I think is really good. It's really good for gripping a card, for holding, like whenever you're throwing them out, they're not, especially when you're eating, like, or drinking drinks, your hands are wet. I want to say that these are expensive. So I don't know what they're at right now. I know they're more than this. I know this is the most expensive deck you're going to get. This, and I'll leave this here. I'm not going to look at this. I've done a video on this. Again, you can find it in the you can see it's unicorn. Just look for the unicorn in the playlist. And then there's KEM. Now, KEM was the deck that I chose as my favorite playing cards. And come on in the video. Here. All right, let's do red then. Blue doesn't want to play. All right, so here, let's see. So F- on the Jokers. This is the worst thing in the cards. Their Jokers are so bad. And it's not that the art is bad. You should look at the original one, how crisp the art is. They're like pixelated. You see, they use like a low-res JPEG. Anyways, these cards are the most. They're probably $45 for the 2 set. So you're paying for like $20 a deck, roughly $22. These cards feel the best. Like, do you hear the clap? What you're listening for when you do the clap is you're listening for bass. You're not listening for treble. Too much treble will get you into trouble, is what I say. Treble equals crisp, too much crisp, and you will, look at that joker. Their jokers are really cool. You get 3 usually. Oh, I lied. Oh, they did an ad card this year with the Da Vinci. The Modiano come with 3. But listen to this clap. You hear the treble there? You hear the treble? Which is not a bad thing. But you hear the bass there? These are a joy to shuffle. And they feel really good in your hands. These are the best cards right now on the table. These right here. Easily the best cards. They're expensive, those, and they're not that easy to get. And people complain that they chip because of the materials they're made of, and these are the newer ones. They're phenomenal. They're worth $45. They're worth more than that, in my opinion. I can't believe and they're expensive, but they're good. And I'm gonna leave these out too because I want to show you. Let me get rid of this. This Da Vinci. Do I recommend the Da Vinci cards if you're a collector and you like Italy? Yeah, for sure, get them. I would still choose these over these. And if you don't believe me, like, get both and test them out. I don't know which ones last longer, though. I haven't done the lasting test. If you're interested about lasting, I mean, you're going to lose regardless. Like, none of these will last forever. You're going to play with them. They're made of plastic chips. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just keep that in mind. I know a lot of people complain about it. Like, oh, it's like, yeah, they're not going to last, man. They're just plastic. They'll last longer than paper, though. That's for sure. But these are definitely easily the best. They're freaking amazing. They're so good. And I had to get some classic ones. The back design on this is so good. And like, look at that. You can see that masking tape from some, and I can taste it in the air. It's gross. All right, I'll put you over here. All right, cool. So now we're going to get into, all right, so we did those. And then there's Modiano, which, I mean, you know what, I'll show you anyways. If you can get your hands on these, I like the Modianos as much as I think I think they're even the same. No, they're not the same. They look the same. I think these, you hear that treble? Like it's not bad. It's just the bass on the KEM. I mean, that's what I look for. And I love shuffling. So I'm handling cards all day. All day I'm handling cards. And I love it when they got bass. They just feel more welcoming to me. Okay, so now we did that. Now you're going to get into a little bit of the eccentric side. Now, like I said, I'm leaving these out because we're going to talk about them at the end. We're going to get space. This is eccentric, like, hey, price, right? Weird cards. Cards that are hard to get. Cards that are... you're not, if you like the deck and you want to get another one, you're probably not going to, and then I don't recommend these. I didn't even bring them out. These are cheap. These belong in the beginning. I don't recommend these at all. Yeah. They're bridge. You like bridge size. I totally missed this one, but if you see this one, I don't recommend it. I think you're better with, these are the cardamom ones. And it's not that the brand is bad, it's just that they're bridge. I like poker size, and there are other, if they make this one in poker size, I recommend it. Bridge size, I think, you know what, if you want to get this one, get it. But there's other Cardamundi ones. I like the Ace Cardamundi ones better. If you had to choose between these two, which are the same company, I would choose these over these. Okay, so there you go. So there's that. And I know I'm saying a lot of stuff because there's so many, and there's even some that are not even in this video. Bullets, these are really good. A lot of people like these. Do I recommend them? They're expensive. They're expensive and they're not easy to get. So you know what? I'm not going to open this, but there's I did a video for bullets. again, if you're a collector and you like buying all the plastic things, you know, then these I recommend. But they're not. They're not something that it's easy to get. Yeah. So these are really hard to get. I don't think you can find these anywhere. These are made by Taiwan. These are Taiwan playing cards, and I love all the cards. I'm showing you this deck because this is a really good plastic playing card of smooth cards. So I think you'd have to touch this deck to understand. It is hands down one of the best smooth back plastic playing card decks I've ever touched. It's really hard to get this one. Back design is very colorful, but I would play with this. Not as distract. I know it's distracting in the fact of color, but it's noisy enough that it feels more like your standard back design. This is a really cool deck. It's the Casino Royale by Bao. What is it called again? I always say their name wrong. Do they have it on here? Yeah, it's printed by the Taiwan Playing Card Company, Bomb Magic. But the Taiwan Playing Card Company, which is one of my favorite playing card companies. USBC is my favorite of all time, so nobody freak out. But yeah, they do good stuff. But I'm going to take that one out because it's hard to get. You can't get more of them. You can get other eccentric stuff like this. And I have other Marvel ones here. I think the... what's one we can look at that's good? I think this Spider-Man one is good. Yeah, let's look at one of the Spider-Man ones. Because I think... Or you know what? Here. If this is it, we'll do this one. This is paper, so it's the other one. You know what? We'll do the other one. Let's do the other one. So this one... Yeah, this is your plastic. Wait, no, I was totally wrong. The other one was the plastic. My goodness. Amateur hour over here. Sorry. Yeah, I got totally distracted by the feel of the... Oh, no, they're both paper, dude. What am I doing? I forgot. Yeah, these are the plastic ones. Okay, so we'll do these. These are also Taiwan. Now, I want to show you all something. These are flippin' amazing. Listen to that thump. What did I say? Remember what I said earlier? You can kind of hear my stomach in the video. I apologize. I'm hungry. But listen to this. Listen to this thump. Remember what I told you earlier? This is like in between treble and in between that bass. And I think this here is, first of all, that's a really cool tuck box. Like, look at that. They sponsor me too, by the way. And I'm not saying, they haven't sent me anything in a while, so I'm not saying that to get more love or anything. We'll go over these in a second. Let me make sure these are the plastic ones. Yep, these are the plastic ones too. These are smoother. Oh, that little piece always keeps falling off. And then these, oh yeah, we'll talk about the, okay, you know what, let's do these now. So these here, sorry about that, I had to cut for a second, we're just gonna look at these. These have a great, actually we're not just gonna look, we're gonna look at the other ones too. I think the Doctor Strange ones are smooth. These are eccentric because they're hard to get. I don't think you can get this deck anymore. These are freaking amazing. Look at that back design too. I think this is something you could play with as well. Listen to that thump, man. Remember what I said. You're looking for that trouble. We're gonna leave this one out too. You know what? Let me see what this one is. Sorry if I'm jumping around. Yeah, these have a little grit. Which ones, man? You hear that? Oh man, kind of wish they did the plastic, and I haven't checked because these are imported. Okay, so let me leave this out. We'll put you right there. Okay, we'll leave two out. Is this one? I think these were smooth. Do these have the grit? Yeah, these have the grit. These also have a really nice back design. Really cool box. It's a little big. Actually, I'll leave this out for example too. For our final. And I can't remember. There's one that's smooth, but I showed you, it's very similar to this one on the smoothness. Oh, maybe it's this one. Yeah, it is this one. This one has it on the side, I think. Yeah, weird, huh? That's pretty cool. Is that the plastic? Dude, their paper though. If you're like, I know we're doing a plastic video. The Taiwan playing paper is so good. Still though, USB-C is the best. Okay. Don't anybody... How do I open this? I already forgot. Actually, we already have another one, so we'll have to do that one. All right, so then there's these guys. This is the Faded Spade. Hard to get as well because you can only get them from their website. They have eccentric stuff like this, which really cool. Hear that thump. They got that bass. So it's good plastic. Really cool. But these are bridge, and I believe they're normal poker. These are also bridge. Oh yeah, and I remember when I did this, I got like a random color. These aren't the 4-color ones, right? Yeah, these. Oh yeah, these are the 4-color ones. But anyways, it's the same. It's the same stock, so or the same plastic. These are very, very hard to get. In the sense that they're expensive. They're $30 for a dual set, so it's $15 a deck. Right now, at least, they might have gone up because they sell out. People like these. If you're a collector, yes. If you're a collector, super yes. If you're a collector, triple yes. So this is a collector deck. And if you like playing poker. This here, Jacks, last one. I found out someone on Instagram reached out to me and was like, dude, you gotta try these cards. And there's other plastic playing cards I haven't tried. Again, because they're not like, something I'm talking about in the video is what's easy to get, what's not easy to get. Like these are freaking, they totally blew my mind. You can watch the video, check out the playlist below. These feel great, but I don't recommend these if you're in the States because of the shipping thing. You got to order these. Jax, y'all should start selling out in the U.S. Get a deal with Amazon. They might already be on Amazon when I'm doing this video. I haven't checked. I like these a lot. But until they're stateside, I don't recommend them. I think even this one was my favorite. I think it might have been the red one. Watch the video. It's down in the description below. If you're in Australia, or you can get stuff from Australia, highly recommend. Okay? If you're in Germany, highly recommend. These are the bullets. These are from Germany or Europe or whatever over there. Okay, so we're down at the end. If you're a collector, this is where you want to go. You want to get the Card Mafia PVC cards or Faded Spade if you're a collector and you use the cards. If you're not a collector, I don't recommend the Faded Spade just because of price and quality. The best cards, I will say at the very end, my favorite ones. It's actually a tie, believe it or not. Now, we're left with, and I'm going to leave, you know what, I'm going to get rid of all these and just leave this. So we're left with these, and I'm just going to leave this, so it's a lot easier. We're left with these 4. Now, this deck here is really hard to, how do you say it? It's not fair because there's different designs. So if I showed you like this back design, and their back designs are usually really good that you can like they're pretty in they're like you'll see right now. They're kind of in the same vein, but there's different colors and stuff. Like those they're good for table gaming. Basically, is another thing I'm trying to say. So it doesn't matter. So let's go ahead and say that. Let's imagine they're all the same, and we're not really talking about colors. They kind of fall more in line with the COPAG with regards to having the varied design. This is going to drive me crazy. I'm sorry I'm doing this live on a video, but I have to fix this, or else I'm going to just freak out. All right, cool. So we're putting that away now. All right. Yeah, so, and now we're going to look at it. So everything you just saw, it really comes down to these 4, in my opinion. This is my opinion. It's free to have an opinion. I'm just kidding. I'm trying to be oh, no, not during a video, please. Because I don't want to pick it up and then edit later. Editing's so hard sometimes. I'm a busy guy. All right, so if you watch any of my videos, usually I crack more jokes. I'm trying to do this one quick because we're already at like 35 minutes, and that's a lot of time, man. I gotta watch this, edit it, all kinds of business. All right, so put that over there. Let's get rid of the jokers. I don't play with the jokers usually. Or actually, now I gotta do a video now. Talking about this all the time. It's not too much. All right, let's get the jokers over here too. Where you at? Where you at, jokers? Oh wow, there's no jokers here. Oh no, they're in here, right? What? Get a little preview on that thump. Is there no jokers? I can't remember. Yeah, there is. They're right here. All right, cool jokers too. Look at that. I'm over here upselling. I'm sponsored by them, by the way. If you ever want to buy from them, use the link that's on my website, or if you go to one of the videos, I always post a link in the comments. But anyways, that's not what this is about. This is about best cards. So these are hard to get. So I'm going to tell you right now, they're hard to get, but you'll see what I'm going to get to in a second. They feel like these. Oh yeah, we're not doing red. We're doing blue. We're doing blue. And then it's going to end the video, and then you guys can get back to your lives. All right. So how's everybody doing? Like, subscribe. Send this video to friends that like cards, too. Like, let them know. Let them know that there is a thing with plastic playing cards. When I first started getting into plastic playing cards, people hated me. They were like, no, you don't do plastic. It's like, dude, there's a lot of hatred towards them. I think they're great. And a lot of you think they're great, too. I've gotten a lot of feedback. I've gotten a lot of nice emails. I've gotten a lot of nice comments regarding them. But yeah. Okay, so these are the top 4. And I kept this one in here because I'm sponsored. No, I'm just kidding. But because it's a deck that's hard to get that's really good. So it's a collect. Okay, so it checks all these boxes. And maybe I can bring them up on the screen. So it checks collector, quality, and actually like cool factor. Like it looks nice. Like it's really, the design is really good. And they feel phenomenal. So feel 10 out of 10. If anyone was like, hey, I want to feel some plastic playing cards, and they asked me, can you show me like what you think feels the best? I would hold these. I would say try these 2 decks out right here. So this is KEM. This is a $45 for 2, and this is $45, $50 for 1. Right? This one might have been $40, $39, or $29. I know that they fluctuate. Go to the website. You can see the prices. They're up there, you know, and you're just getting one. And their paper ones feel good too. But I think their PVC ones feel better than their paper ones. They're really good, and they're really thin, just like the KEM. But look at the thickness of the KEM is a bit thicker. But yeah, this is, in my opinion, the best collector level deck. Okay, so if you're like, hey, I want to just collect. Get your hands on these, on any of the Card Mafia ones. I mean, maybe your favorite character. I kind of wish they just did a Dan and Dave, or like some other maybe like a back design like this, but American style. I don't know, because you know some people don't like Marvel. That's fair. Some people do. Anyways, so if you want to know best collector deck, right there. Best affordable, like. I'm just getting started. I don't want to spend more than $10. Just get one of these. Just get one. Get one and try it. They have a good thump. Listen, you hear that? You're not hearing treble there. You're hearing, and again, the treble. Like this is how I rate the cards. Other people do it different. Some people maybe like the really crisp cards. I like them where they're soft and I can still do stuff with them. Okay. So I don't recommend cardistry with plastic playing cards, but I mean these, you could do a lot of stuff with these that, as I'm trying to Faro, and I'm like, you could do a lot with these Faro really stretch. You can see that I did a video on that, and I talk about the same thing. They shuffle really good. So this is where I recommend you start. If you're a collector, you just want to get a collector, this. If you're just starting out, I want to get one, you do this. Now comes the next deck, the COPAGs, all the COPAGs. You get 2 decks for $15 or something. Amazon, I recommend you buy directly from them. They do sales, especially right after Christmas. I think right after Christmas. Sorry, COPAG, if that makes you mad, but man, you get really good deals from them, and you're supporting them directly. And their cards feel really good. They're more on the trebly, but they're really good quality, and you get 2, and they have cool design. A lot of people seem to like these the most. Like I've read comments. People have emailed me. People have chatted me up, and it's just like, yeah, they're really good. And again, these are the kinds of cards that if you're gonna get 2 sets, I would say start here, right? For price too. And then comes the best. The best is KEM. Just the best. It's really expensive. So if you're gonna spend money, you're like, I want to spend $100. Then go get yourself some classics, because these they've been purchased by I think Carter Moody owns them now. These are the best cards they have. Look at that. Like you could barely hear it. It's I don't care what anybody says. These are the best still. And this is an older deck. People have complained that they chip. Hey, nothing lasts forever. I mean, only my love. for you. But these are really good cards. I recommend these if you have the money and you just like shuffling and you like playing card games and you like feeling the cards. These are easily the best. I didn't do any Fournier because I think they kind of fall in the same category as Modiano, if you're thinking right now. So I would say this first, KEM. I kind of want to buy like 7 packs of these and just store them because I think I have a feeling that they might stop making them. I'm just guessing because they're hard to make and, you know, they're expensive. And at some point, it gets to like, so I put them in order like this. It gets to when do you stop making them? So these are the 4 decks. And if you want to see them in the box, I will close the video out by putting them away. If I can find everything. Yeah, so here's the COPAGs. So COPAG, remember COPAG is your 2-deck set to start with. If you're financially and you want good, if you're financially like aware of like I don't want to spend too much on a deck of cards, it's just crazy, and you want something really good, I would start there. If you're like I'm rich and I got all the money in the universe, then good for you. Send some my way. I would really appreciate it. I would start with KEM, right? If you're a collector and you like Marvel characters and you want to have a really good deck of cards, that's just neat. Like this, everything about this deck is neat. Not only does it feel good, and you heard the thump, but it does cool stuff. They like light up and everything, and it's just a neat little thing. It's a really cool collector deck. I would start with the Card Mafia stuff. They have other characters and everything. If you want to just start with one deck and you want a good deck of playing cards, new, affordable. You want something people recognize on the table and don't feel like it's like Black Panther. Like what deck we're playing Black Panther poker. Best for card games. I would say these 3 are probably better for card games, and this one, I mean they're good, but it's like it's a little distracting. Yeah, these are the 4, and like I said, there's so many of these that I just picked. That's my favorite one because of the tuck box. The size matches, kind of easier to put away. Yeah, and that's the video. I'm sorry it took me so long to do this. It's a long video. Those of you that stuck to the end and watched. Those of you that skipped to the end, hey, what's up? Welcome to the end. That's okay. It's your life. Do whatever you gets you through the day a little bit better. And as long as it's legal and it's not sinful. Everyone's like, what the heck? Anyways, God bless all of you. Yeah, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!